Hey guys, how's it going? So this is a weekend video. I came across something interesting for high tide and I thought I wanted to share it with you guys. But high tide might explode here in the short term. I mean, maybe. I don't know for sure. But I came across something interesting and I'm hoping there's an explosion in stock price. Hoping, but it may not happen. We'll see. I think there's multiple catalysts for high tide, like earnings are coming up here very soon and we get to see them make more profit. That's always a good thing. And then on top of that, the CEO was talking about some big US news coming very, very soon. And I want to share that clip with you with the CEO talking about it. So I'll play the video and I'll talk more about it. So let's begin.
21, and how would you position the company to tackle growth, and what are you guys doing for next steps?
So, hey, Michael, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Bill, for this opportunity to be on the panel. Excited to be here and have a chat with you. So, Michael, I'm definitely most bullish and excited about Ontario. And that's simply because of the math, the way it works out in that province. Like Ryan mentioned, in Alberta, we have 4.4 million people and we have upwards of 530 open and operating stores. In Ontario, we have roughly approximately 200 stores open for 15 million people. So the opportunity to grow in Ontario in 2021 and possibly 2022 is the best in the country. Our particular strategy is not so much we have to be the fastest, but we have to have the highest quality locations. But having said that, we recently did the Meta Growth transaction, as everyone knows now. And a big part of doing that transaction, we got propelled to 11 operating locations today in Ontario. And we have another 16 or 17 in the pipeline for licensing. So our 2021 up to September, we expect to have our full cap of 30 locations. And similar to what Nadia said for Fire and Flower, we're looking to have an additional 45 locations as soon as that is permissible. And I believe that will be September of 2021. We also continue to expand our network in Alberta and Saskatchewan. We have many locations under development. But if I could shine some light on what just happened in the US, we are very excited about the Democratic win and how the winds have shifted in the US, and with decriminalization on the table, we're keeping our eyes on the US opportunity, which is particularly exciting. And you will be hearing very soon, and everyone will be hearing very soon from us in tune of that. But again, going back to the Ontario market, I think it's the most exciting market at the moment, and we've got our work cut out for Ontario for the next year or two. And I think it's going to give us and give our investors pretty good returns, considering how much opportunity still exists in Ontario.
Yeah, that's great. Again, exciting to hear about the U.S. and for sure lots of sentiment on the back of the election. Next question for Theo.
So as we can see, he sounds very confident about his strategy. He sounds very confident about possible U.S. news. I don't know what the U.S. news is, but as a shareholder, I'm excited and I'm going to hold. I may even add more to my position, just in case this stock really explodes to the upside and can make us a ton of money. But at the end of the day, just because I'm bullish doesn't mean the stock price can't drop. It can totally drop. It shouldn't. It makes no sense. The company seems very undervalued at where it is right now. And if they do have some big US news in the pipeline, ooh, I look forward to the stock price. I mean, Raja is a big shareholder. He's probably a big shareholder in High Tide. So he's probably, actively working to make it a better business. And, just from a revenue and profit standpoint, I feel like High Tide is severely undervalued. And then once they combine with Meta, they would have, they will really increase their revenue and profits. And, I can see High Tide really growing as a business in the future. But you know, the stock is kind of heavily diluted, but if big money wants to pump it, that's what they'll do. We'll see what happens. We'll see where high tide futures lead. I like the business. I think that, you know, the lower it goes, the more attractive it becomes as a price point. I just wouldn't gamble too much on it because, I mean, I would buy more and more stock if the stock price keeps dropping, but it won't keep dropping. It just seems to hold out at between 16 to 17 cents. It's just been hovering there for a long time. 15, it spiked all the way up to 19, and then, you know, went back to 16, spiked to 19. So it seems to has a solid support at around 15 cents. So, you know, I don't think it's going to go down any lower than 15 cents. It could be wrong. If it does, I definitely I would gladly add to my position, but ultimately this is a waiting game. It's a waiting game for some news. It's a waiting game for you know, rich people to come in and pump the stock. If they pump the stock, they might not, you know. So, you know, this stock might just sit here at 16 cents forever and never move anywhere, even though the company is consistently growing. Like, the company doesn't need any more money. They make enough money to be self-funded, where they can just fund their operations using the cash that they have on hand and the profits that is coming in. So, you know, they are diluting in the fact that they are acquiring Meta Growth, which will dilute the stock. But besides that, I mean, I think High Tide is a very good business. The stock is not the company. So, you know, that's something you gotta put in your mind. And I'm hoping one day big money wants to support this company and make it giant. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. It's speculation on my part, but I'm very excited to hear what the big US news is going to be. Anyways, I gotta last another 60 seconds. So, yeah, you know, Kronos right now is down 4 cents. Aurora is down 10 cents. Aurora is going to be volatile, I think. I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, if Aurora can skyrocket and it loses a ton of money, I think High Tide should be able to. I mean, I think that if Roger Kaduri had the support of investors, I think he could transform this company into a giant. But because just look at the execution he's been doing, you know. But big money doesn't seem to want to support or pump the stock, and that's the scenario. I mean, maybe that big US news could be a big catalyst, and then this stock could be worth $1, $2, and you could 3 times your money. No, maybe, I don't know. At the end of the day, what big money has plans for this stock, but I'm hoping that it gets pumped eventually, maybe. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.